Hello everyone, this is your friend Naruto Fix, and we are back with another epic What If Naruto fanfic. Which is, what if Naruto inherited Minato's complete flying Raijin? If you love Naruto fanfics, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the journey with me. So, let's start the fanfic. The night everything changed. The night of the Nine Tails attack, the night of fire, screaming civilians, collapsing buildings, became the night that sealed a secret far bigger than Kurama. Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage, wasn't just sealing the Nine Tails. He was sealing something else. A small, sealed scroll marked with a single symbol. Fei Lei Shen Flying Raijin, complete art. Not the version he used in the war. Not the formula shared with Tobirama. Not the fragmented notes he wrote for the village. This scroll contained his entire life of research. The perfected formula for his unique teleportation mark. The multi-mark resonance network. The time warp correction technique. The instant regeneration through space distortion. And the most dangerous, dimensional step, Minato's final, unfinished forbidden ability. He sealed this scroll inside Naruto himself. Only when Naruto's chakra matured would the scroll unseal. Only when he was ready. Only then would the legacy of the yellow flash awaken. Kushina knew. Minato hoped. Naruto would discover it too late. Chapter 1, The Awakening. Naruto was 7 years old. Alone in the academy field at sunset, bruised from another day of being ignored. He was punching a post, panting hard, trying to master a simple tree-walking exercise Iruka had shown him. He failed. Again. Why can't I do anything right? His voice cracked. Then, his body froze. A pulse rippled inside his stomach. A seal glowed faintly on his abdomen. Flash. A golden light burst from the seal and shot into the air, forming a glowing scroll right in front of him. Naruto stumbled back. What is this? The scroll hovered, opened itself, and Minato's handwriting spilled out like golden ink across the air. Naruto didn't understand most of it, but a holographic figure appeared. Minato, his father, though Naruto didn't know him yet. If you're seeing this, Naruto, then you've grown strong enough to inherit my technique. Naruto blinked. He reached out to touch the glowing figure. Who are you? The message continued. This is the complete flying Raijin. A technique only you are destined to master. Naruto's breath caught. A seal burned into his hand. Not painfully, but like a brand being unlocked. The flying Raijin mark. Naruto collapsed to his knees. He didn't understand. He didn't know why this scroll came to him. But something inside him whispered. This is yours. This is your destiny. Chapter 2, The First Teleport. The next day, Naruto took the scroll behind the academy. He tried the first step. Imprint the mark. He pressed his hand to a rock. A faint yellow symbol appeared. He stepped back. Okay, now teleport. He formed the hand seal Minato taught in the scroll. And suddenly, boom, he disappeared, reappeared, slammed face first into a tree. Gwahhhh. He flew backward and hit the ground like a ragdoll. But his eyes shined with excitement. It worked. I actually teleported. Every failure, every bruise, every crash. Naruto got up smiling. He worked the entire day. He forgot to eat. He forgot to go home. He kept teleporting. And the more he used it, the faster the mark resonated with him. Chapter 3, Iruka notices something strange. The next week in the academy field. Iruka-sensei, catch me if you can. Quote, Naruto vanished. Wah. He reappeared behind Iruka. Boo. Iruka nearly had a heart attack. Naruto, how did you, what was that? Naruto grinned widely. Secret training. Iruka narrowed his eyes. Are you overusing chakra? You're teleporting like the fourth Hok. He froze. Naruto froze. A sharp silence. Iruka whispered. Naruto, that jutsu, was that flying Raijin? Naruto shrugged awkwardly. Maybe. Iruka felt his heart pound. The brat learned that, at this age, impossible, unless, he realized something big was happening. Chapter 4, The Hokage gets involved. 2 days later, Hiruzen called Naruto to his office. Naruto, show me the technique you've been practicing. Naruto sighed. Every grown-up reacts like this, fine. He dropped a kunai, imprinted a mark, disappeared, reappeared in the corner of the room. Hiruzen's pipe fell from his mouth. By the gods, Naruto tilted his head. Was that good? Hiruzen stood up slowly. Naruto, only one shinobi ever mastered that jutsu. Who? Hiruzen swallowed. Minato Namikaze, your father. Naruto froze completely. My, what? But before Hiruzen could explain further, the scroll inside Naruto pulsed again. It reacted to Hiruzen's chakra level. More seals opened, more techniques unlocked, and this time, one line appeared brighter than all others. Dimensional step, do not use. Unstable, alters time and space. Hiruzen saw it, his face drained of color. Minato, what did you leave behind? Chapter 5, the Anbu witnessed the impossible. Weeks passed. Naruto trained alone in secret, learning multi-mark teleportation, curved trajectory teleporting, flash step dodge movement, high-speed chakra sealing, long-range tag throwing, spatial slice counter. Every day he grew faster, sharper, deadlier. Anbu sent to watch him couldn't keep up. Where did he go? He vanished again. He's outside the training grounds now, how? Exclamation mark quote. Naruto appeared behind them eating a snack. You guys are slow. The Anbu froze. A 7-year-old just outpaced elite assassination units. Word spread through hidden channels. The flying Raijin has returned. But this time, the user is a child. And the enemies of the leaf began to move. Chapter 6, the hidden cloud makes their move. The Raikage received the report. A brat, mastering Minato's jutsu. Quote, he crushed the table. Capture him, no matter the cost. Teams were dispatched. They stalked through the forests at night. Chapter 7, Naruto's first kill. Naruto trained alone near the river when the ambush came. 3 Cloud Anbu. Fast, deadly, ruthless. Target acquired. Naruto's instincts screamed. He teleported instantly, but one of them anticipated it. A blade slashed his shoulder. Naruto gasped. They came at him again. He panicked, teleported wildly. A kunai slipped from his hand, accidentally teleported with him, and reappeared inside an enemy's chest. The Cloud Ninja fell, dead. Naruto froze in horror. I didn't mean to. But there was no time to cry. The other two attacked, and Naruto fought with pure fear, instinct, and space-time reflex. He teleported unpredictably, he struck with accidental genius. And when the last enemy fell, Naruto stood shaking, covered in blood, eyes wide. He had taken lives, not because he wanted to, but because Minato's jutsu made him a target. He collapsed to his knees and whispered, Dad, why did you choose me? Quote, Chapter 8, the decision. Hiruzen arrived too late. He saw the bodies, he saw Naruto trembling, and he saw the faint gold flickering around Naruto's eyes. A side effect of dimensional step trying to awaken itself. If Naruto kept training alone, he could warp space, he could destroy himself, he could destroy time. The third Hokage made a decision. A dangerous one, a political one, a world-shaking one. Naruto must be trained properly. He must master the flying Raijin completely. He must surpass Minato, and the only way to prevent Naruto from becoming a threat was to let him become the strongest protector the world had ever feared. The night wind howled through the narrow alleys of Konoha as Naruto moved like a silent shadow, the flickering lanterns brushing across his whisker-marked face. The anger in his chest was no longer a flame. It was a wildfire, fed for years by mockery, by whispers, by cold stares, by the crushing loneliness that twisted his heart into something darker than he ever imagined. For the first time in his life, Naruto felt in control. His footsteps were light, precise, almost predatory. The Anbu scroll clutched in his hand, stolen, forbidden, powerful, felt heavier than any headband he could ever earn. He didn't even know what half the jutsu inside were, only that they contained the kind of strength Konoha didn't want him to have. He passed by a puddle and caught his reflection. Not the goofy smile, not the loudmouth everyone ignored. His eyes looked sharp, cold, almost unfamiliar. And yet, Something inside him trembled. A small voice. A memory. I believe in you, Naruto, even if no one else does. Iruka-sensei's voice echoed like a fading dream. Naruto froze. His breath hitched. For a second, he was that scared, hungry kid staring through the classroom window, praying someone, anyone, would sit next to him. But that Naruto was gone now. He shook the thought off. Iruka chose the village over me. He had a chance to stand by me, but he didn't. Not when it mattered. The darkness drowned the last fragments of doubt. Naruto sprinted to the abandoned training grounds behind the forest. Broken dummies, cracked stone pillars, and torn targets littered the clearing. The moonlight spilled over him like a ghostly spotlight. He opened the scroll. The words danced before his eyes. Jutsu banned even from Jonin. Secrets locked away for generations. Power that would warp, twist, and awaken things inside him he didn't understand. But he didn't hesitate. Let's see what Konoha was afraid to show me, he whispered, his voice low. The first jutsu he studied wasn't flashy. It wasn't explosive. It was something far more dangerous. Shadow extraction technique, a forbidden method to pull chakra from nature and store it in the body, amplifying strength in short bursts but corrupting the user if overused. Naruto grinned. Corruption didn't scare him. He had lived with a demon in his belly his entire life. Drawing a deep breath, he focused. The wind stilled. The branches stopped swaying. The chirping insects quieted. A pulse, a heartbeat resonating in his fingertips. The forest chakra swirling toward him like invisible tendrils. It was working. Too well. The energy shot into his veins like fire. Naruto gritted his teeth as the foreign chakra tore through his pathways, threatening to rip them apart. His vision blurred. His heart pounded like a drum. He screamed, but no sound came out. For a moment, he thought he would die. His body trembled violently. The ground beneath him cracked. And then, a surge exploded from him in a shockwave. Trees bent backward. Grass flattened. The moonlight flickered. Naruto collapsed to his knees, panting. But when he stood back up, his chakra felt different. Heavier, sharper, ferocious. And the 9 tails stirred deep inside him. Interesting, the beast's voice rumbled. A deep, mocking laugh followed. You finally stopped waiting for their approval. Naruto didn't respond. He didn't need the demon's validation, but he wouldn't reject its power either. He turned the next page. Another jutsu. Deadlier. Forbidden because of its cruelty. Blood shadow binding, Naruto whispered. A technique that used the user's own frustration, hatred, and emotional scars as fuel to paralyze an opponent. Naruto's fist tightened. He remembered every shove, every insult, every adult pulling their child away from him. He could use all of it. He tried the jutsu. A chilling black aura wrapped around him, flickering like flames made of memories. It didn't hurt him, because the pain was his own. Instead, it responded eagerly, as if recognizing the years of sorrow carved into him. Naruto smirked. He could immobilize even a Jonin with this. But before he could test further, a twig snapped. Naruto spun, instinctively forming a kunai out of raw chakra. His eyes narrowed. Someone was here. Someone skilled enough to follow him without being noticed earlier. From the shadows, a masked Anbu stepped forward. Wolf mask, sword at his back, chakra sharp and disciplined. Uzumaki Naruto, the Anbu said coldly. Put the scroll down and come with me. You have committed a grave offense. Naruto's lips curled. Finally, he whispered, someone acknowledges me. Quote, the Anbu tightened his stance. Naruto didn't wait. He dashed forward, chakra bursting under his feet. The Anbu moved just as fast, blocking Naruto's strike with a flick of his wrist. Sparks exploded between them. Naruto jumped back, grinning wildly. That jutsu he just learned, it would work perfectly here. His aura darkened. The blood shadow binding formed a silhouette beneath the Anbu's feet. The masked shinobi froze mid-step, eyes widening behind the mask. Naruto walked toward him slowly, dangerously, like a predator circling prey. You know, Naruto said softly, all I ever wanted was to be acknowledged. To be seen. To be treated like a human being. The Anbu struggled to move, but the technique held him tight, bound by Naruto's pain. But you, all of you, just watched me suffer. Naruto lifted his hand. Chakra flared, but before he could strike, a voice cut through the night. Stop. Naruto's eyes widened, not from fear, not from guilt, but from something he didn't want to admit still existed deep inside him. Iruka stood at the edge of the clearing, breathing heavily, sweat dripping, eyes filled with a mix of fear and desperate hope. Naruto, please, Iruka said, voice trembling, don't go down this path. The moonlight revealed the hurt in Iruka's expression. Not anger, not disappointment, just pain and regret. Something inside Naruto cracked, but the darkness held strong around him. Why should I listen to you? Naruto whispered sharply, the forbidden chakra swirling around his body. Where were you when I needed you? Iruka stepped forward carefully. I'm here now. Naruto's breath hitched, but the hatred inside him roared louder. The ground shook, the shadows deepened, the Nine Tails opened its eyes. This night would decide everything. The wind around the clearing twisted violently as Naruto stood frozen between two worlds. One filled with the warmth of a single person who ever showed him kindness. And the other, a dark abyss of power, freedom, and long-buried rage finally unleashed. The Anbu still hung trapped in Naruto's blood shadow binding, muscles locked, breath strangled, unable to move even a finger. The jutsu pulsed with Naruto's memories. Lonely nights, empty bowls of ramen, cold stares, whispered insults, parents pulling children away from him. The shadows responded to his pain like loyal beasts. Iruka saw it. He felt the weight of what Naruto had endured. And the realization broke him a little inside. Naruto, Iruka whispered, voice raw, you don't have to fight anymore. Not like this. Naruto laughed. A sound too sharp, too hollow, too wounded. Fight. Iruka-sensei, I've been fighting since the day I was born. Iruka took another step forward despite the raging chakra around Naruto lifting dust into spirals. I know, he said. I should have been there more. I should have protected you more. I failed you. Naruto's hand trembled. A tiny flicker of pain resurfaced behind his cold gaze. But the Nine Tails stirred. Pathetic, the fox growled inside him. Weak human guilt means nothing. Take the power, boy. Strike him. Break this pathetic bond. Naruto's shoulders tightened painfully. Iruka couldn't hear the beast's voice. But he understood Naruto enough to feel something darker was whispering to him. Listen to me, Iruka said, stepping closer. The village was wrong. They hurt you. But you're not alone anymore. Naruto's eyes narrowed. Then where were you when they called me a monster? Iruka flinched as if stabbed. I didn't know how much you were hurting, he admitted. But I see it now. And I'm not walking away again. Naruto's chakra flared violently, black wisps rising like flames. Stop lying, Naruto shouted, voice breaking. You're all the same. You only show up when I'm useful or dangerous. Not when I'm lonely. The shadows around him exploded outward, sending cracks racing across the ground. Iruka shielded his face from the shockwave but didn't retreat. Maybe I don't deserve your trust, Iruka said, voice shaking but steady. But I'll earn it, even if I have to stand against you. Naruto's breath hitched. The Anbu behind him strained against the jutsu, barely able to breathe. Naruto glanced back. A dangerous thought glimmered in his eyes. Dark, cold, final. He raised his hand toward the immobilized Anbu. Iruka's blood ran cold. Naruto, no, don't do it. Naruto's voice was eerily calm. He would have killed me without hesitation. That's not who you are, Iruka pleaded. You aren't a killer. Naruto's gaze hardened. How would you know? You barely knew me. Iruka's voice cracked. Because I see myself in you. Naruto froze again. Iruka stepped closer, tears forming in his eyes. When I was your age, I was angry too, Iruka whispered. I hated the world. I hated the ninja who died protecting the village. I hated myself for being left alone. Naruto stared, confused, shaken. Iruka continued, voice trembling with truth. I broke rules. I lashed out. I wanted attention, even if it meant getting punished. Iruka's breath caught. I thought no one cared about me. Naruto's heartbeat thundered in his ears. Those words, they sounded like his own thoughts. I know what it feels like, Naruto, Iruka said. To smile while dying inside. To pretend you're fine when you're not. To carry hurt so heavy it becomes a part of you. The shadows around Naruto flickered, weakening. But becoming a monster won't take that pain away, Iruka whispered. It will only make you the thing they always accused you of being. Naruto's jaw clenched. His hand still hovered dangerously above the trapped Anbu. Iruka moved closer, just 5 steps away now. Let him go, Iruka said softly. Not for the village. Not for me. For you. Naruto's eyes trembled. For a moment. Just a moment. He looked like the lonely boy Iruka once treated to ramen. The shadows wavered. The Anbu gasped, feeling the pressure weaken. But then, the 9 tails roar thundered inside Naruto's head. Fool. Sentiment is weakness. Power is survival. You release him, and they will chain you. Fear you. Hunt you. Naruto staggered, clutching his head. Iruka reached out instinctively. No, don't touch me. Naruto screamed, chakra exploding outward. Iruka was thrown back, crashing against a cracked pillar. Naruto panted heavily, chest rising and falling with uncontrollable fury. The shadows surged again. The ANBU's body froze even tighter, breath shallow. Naruto stared at the helpless figure. Then at Iruka trying to stand again. Then at the blood-red moon above. His voice came out low. Broken. Torn. I don't know who I am anymore. Iruka steadied himself, bruised but unyielding. You're Naruto, he said. The boy who wants to be acknowledged. Not feared. Naruto's eyes watered. Just a single tear slipping out despite everything. Iruka saw it, and his heart cracked. Naruto looked at his trembling hand. Then at the Anbu. Then back at Iruka. The shadows surged, then shattered like glass. The jutsu collapsed. The Anbu fell to the ground, gasping for air. Naruto stared at his own hands, horrified and relieved at the same time. Iruka exhaled shakily, but before anyone could speak, a massive chakra burst erupted inside Naruto. A snarling growl filled the clearing. The 9 tails had been denied its wish. And it was angry. Naruto's eyes flashed red with slitted pupils. And his body jerked as the demon's chakra exploded outward, twisting the night into a violent storm. The real nightmare was just beginning. The forest shook violently as an eruption of blood-red chakra tore through the clearing. Iruka stumbled back, shielding his face as wind and dust whipped around him. Trees creaked, leaves shredded, the ground cracked under the pressure. Naruto stood at the center of it all. Not breathing naturally, not thinking clearly, eyes wide and glowing like molten magma. The 9 tails chakra boiled around him in massive, swirling waves, burning the earth beneath his feet. The air smelled of smoke and raw hatred. Iruka's heart dropped. This wasn't a tantrum. This wasn't emotional overflow. This was the Kyuubi pushing to break free. Naruto, Iruka shouted over the howling wind. Fight it. Don't let him control you. Quote, Naruto's voice came out guttural, twisted with the fox's growl. I can't. Iruka-sensei, it hurts. A violent pulse of chakra exploded from Naruto's chest and forced him onto his knees. His hands dug into the dirt, claws beginning to form at the fingertips. His whisker marks thickened. His canines were sharpening. His chakra tail shimmered, half-formed. Iruka felt terror tighten in his chest, but he stepped closer anyway. Naruto, look at me. Naruto's head snapped up, and Iruka froze. Those weren't Naruto's eyes anymore. They belonged to a demon. Red, slitted, cold, ancient, starving. The Kyuubi spoke through him, its voice layered, echoing like a beast trapped behind steel bars. You tried to resist me, boy, the fox snarled. You denied my will. Now you will break. Naruto screamed as the chakra tightened around him like chains of fire. Iruka rushed forward, but a shockwave blasted him back again, slamming him into a tree. He collapsed to one knee, coughing. Naruto, you're stronger than this, Iruka whispered. The Kyuubi laughed darkly. He is nothing without me. Do you know how many times you're precious? Naruto begged for someone to save him. Quote, the fox's grin widened. No one came. Naruto's body convulsed, tears leaking from his glowing eyes. Iruka-sensei, help me. That broke Iruka. No training, no mission, no command, just raw instinct. He forced himself to stand and took a step forward. Naruto, listen to me. You are not alone. I'm here. The fox roared, shaking the sky itself. Pathetic. A chakra tail burst out violently, smashing into the ground and leaving a smoking crater. The Anbu officers, those who had regained breath, panicked instantly. One scrambled to his feet. We must restrain him. He's going full Jinchuriki. Another Anbu lifted a ceiling kunai. Iruka stepped in front of them. No, he shouted. You touch him, and you'll make it worse. He's a threat. The Anbu yelled. We have to subdue. Iruka grabbed the Anbu by the vest and pulled him close. That boy is my student, he growled. If you hurt him, I swear I'll knock you unconscious myself. Even the Anbu froze, because Iruka didn't look like a teacher anymore. He looked like a man protecting his family. Behind them, Naruto screamed again, clutching his chest as more chakra tore free, spiraling upward like a tornado of malevolent flame. Iruka turned back. Naruto, he shouted desperately, don't listen to the fox. Listen to me. Naruto looked up again, chest heaving, tears boiling off from the heat of the chakra. Iruka-sensei, I'm scared. The fox snarled louder. Fear is your nature, boy. Let it destroy them all. Naruto clutched his head as if trying to tear the beast's voice away. Stop, stop, I don't want to hurt anyone. Iruka saw his moment. He stepped forward slowly, hands raised, like approaching a wounded animal. Then don't, Iruka said softly. Hold on to that part of you. The part that doesn't want to hurt anyone. Naruto's breath hitched. That part hurts. I know, Iruka whispered. But that's what makes it real. The Kyuubi snarled. Sentimental drivel. You are nothing without hatred. Without me. Naruto squeezed his eyes shut, tears flying off in the raging chakra. I don't want to be like you. The chakra wavered. The tail flickered. Iruka gasped. Naruto was fighting back. Hard. Iruka moved closer, ignoring the burning heat on his skin. That's it, Naruto, he whispered. You're stronger than the demon. Stronger than the pain. Stronger than what they called you. Naruto cried out again, but this time, the chakra cracked like glass under pressure. Iruka reached him, crouched in front of him, and placed a trembling hand gently on Naruto's shoulder. Instantly, the chakra flared. But warmly this time, not violently. Naruto's body shook violently. Sensei, I don't want to be alone anymore. Iruka's eyes softened. You never were. Naruto sobbed, body collapsing forward into Iruka's chest. Iruka hugged him tightly despite the burning chakra searing his arms. The Kyuubi howled, furious, raging. But slowly, agonizingly, its chakra began retreating. The tail dissolved. The red aura dimmed. Naruto's eyes shifted from demon red back to blue. Naruto collapsed unconscious into Iruka's arms. Iruka held him like he was made of glass. The Anbu approached cautiously. What do we do with him now? Quote, Iruka stood up slowly, carrying Naruto on his back. He glared at the Anbu with a look that could cut mountains. We protect him, Iruka said. And gods help anyone who tries to hurt him again. He began walking toward the village gates. Naruto's forehead rested against Iruka's shoulder, face peaceful for the first time in years. Iruka smiled softly. I've got you, Naruto. I won't let go again. Little did he know, this night would change Naruto's destiny forever, and awaken a power sleeping beneath the surface. Because the Kyuubi's rage wasn't the only thing that had stirred. Something else inside Naruto had awakened silently. Something older, something terrifying, something powerful. Part 1 wasn't over. It was only just beginning. The night in Konoha was quiet. Too quiet. Iruka carried Naruto through the empty streets, the moonlight casting long shadows behind them. The lamps along the pathways flickered gently, illuminating Naruto's unconscious face. But Iruka could feel it. Something was off. Naruto wasn't just asleep. He was pulsing with a strange, silent energy beneath the surface. Not the Kyuubi's violent wrath. Something else. Something colder. Something older. Something that sent shivers down Iruka's spine even though he didn't understand why. Inside Naruto's mind. Darkness. Echoing darkness. Naruto opened his eyes slowly, standing knee-deep in ankle-high water. Shadows rippled across the walls of his subconscious. He knew this place, the QB's sealed chamber, but something had changed. The pipes overhead creaked, and the water stirred slightly. Naruto tensed. "Hello, brat." The voice wasn't a roar this time. It was a hiss, like the fox was angry, but also afraid. Naruto turned toward the massive cage, and froze. The QB's burning eyes glared at him, lips curled in fury. But its claws, normally wrapped around the bars, were pulled back, as if something else had approached. Naruto swallowed. What do you want now?" Quote, the QB didn't grin, didn't taunt, didn't roar. Instead, it spoke with a chilling seriousness Naruto had never heard before. "You awakened something tonight." Naruto blinked. "What are you talking about?" Quote, the fox growled low. "Something inside you responded when I tried to take control. It pushed back. It wasn't yours, and it wasn't mine." Naruto frowned. "Then whose was it?" Silence. Even the water stopped rippling. The QB's eyes narrowed. "There is something old in your blood, something buried, something that should not have awakened." Naruto stepped closer, confused. "Are you saying I have another power?" "That wasn't power," the QB hissed. "That was a presence, a will." Naruto felt cold crawl down his spine. Before he could speak, something shifted behind him, a faint whisper, like wind through ancient stone corridors. Naruto whipped around, and for a second, only a second, he saw a silhouette, a tall figure, cloaked in shadow, with hollow glowing eyes staring directly at him. Naruto stumbled back, heart pounding. Who? But the figure vanished instantly, like it had never existed. The QB snarled, shaking its cage. "You see it too, don't you? That thing wasn't supposed to be here." Naruto's breath trembled. What is happening to me?" The fox's teeth bared. "This is your mind, boy. And I am not the only thing living here anymore. Back in the real world." Iruka reached the hospital doors, but before he could knock, the doors slid open. Tsunade stood there, arms crossed. Her expression dark, her eyes sharp, her demeanor cold. "What happened?" she demanded. Iruka took a breath, trying to steady himself. He lost control, but something strange happened. The QB didn't fully take over. There was something else. Tsunade's eyes flickered for a fraction of a second. "Bring him inside." Iruka followed her through the hallways, Naruto still unconscious. Tsunade laid Naruto gently on a medical bed. Blue diagnostic chakra glowed from her hands as she hovered him above Naruto's stomach. She stiffened. "That's impossible." Iruka's eyes widened. "What is it?" Quote, Tsunade pulled back her hand, shaking slightly. "Iruka, the QB's chakra wasn't the only chakra flaring tonight." Iruka's heart dropped. "You mean?" "Yes," Tsunade said slowly. "There's another chakra signature inside him." Quote, "Another," Iruka whispered. "It's faint, ancient, dormant." Her voice lowered, "and more dangerous than the fox if awakened." Iruka felt the room get colder. "What should we do?" Tsunade didn't answer at first. Her eyes softened as she watched Naruto breathe. "First, we let him rest," she said, "and pray that whatever awakened tonight, goes back to sleep." But Iruka noticed something Tsunade tried to hide. Her hands were trembling. Hours later, Naruto's eyes opened. Slowly, groggily, the hospital ceiling stared back at him. His entire body felt heavy, like something had drained him completely. Iruka was asleep on a chair beside the bed, arms folded, head tilted, exhaustion plastered on his face. Naruto smiled faintly. Then he noticed Tsunade standing quietly near the window. Her arms were crossed, her eyes sharp, watching him. Naruto gulped. Grandma Tsunade." Her voice came out soft but edged. "Tell me what you saw inside your mind." Naruto stiffened. She knew. Naruto hesitated. His voice came out small. "I saw something, a figure, watching me." Iruka jolted awake hearing that. Tsunade leaned forward. "Describe it." Naruto closed his eyes, trying to recall the terrifying silhouette. It was tall, shadowy, and its eyes were glowing. Not like the fox's. Different. Cold. Tsunade inhaled sharply. Iruka looked worried. Naruto whispered, "What was it?" Tsunade didn't answer immediately. Instead, she slowly pulled back the blanket covering Naruto's stomach, and placed 2 fingers over the seal on his abdomen. Naruto felt a faint sting. Chakra responding to chakra. A small flick of blue lightning-like marks sparked across the seal. Naruto stared at them. What was that? Tsunade exhaled. The seal has shifted. Naruto blinked. Shifted? Yes, Tsunade said gravely. The Kyuubi's hold is weakening. She turned toward the window, voice lowering to a whisper. And something else is trying to take its place. Naruto felt his heart stop. Something else inside me wants to break out. Tsunade's jaw tightened. No, something wants you to break first. Naruto shivered. Iruka placed a hand on Naruto's shoulder. We will protect you, Naruto. But Tsunade didn't look reassured. In fact, for the first time since Naruto had known her, she looked afraid. Far away, within the depths of a hidden cavern, lit only by flickering torches, a robed figure knelt in front of a wall of ancient symbols. He smiled faintly. So, the boy's other half finally stirs. The torches flickered violently. Uzumaki Naruto, child of prophecy, and now. He chuckled softly. Host of a forgotten power. His eyes glowed, the same color Naruto saw in his mind. Soon, he will come to me. He touched the carved stone. And then, the world will tremble. Back in Naruto's mind, the dark silhouette appeared again. But this time, not behind him. Not watching. It stood directly in front of the Kyuubi's cage. The fox roared, slamming its claws into the bars. Get away from me, you abomination. The figure didn't move, didn't retreat, didn't even blink. It simply tilted its head. The faintest whisper echoing across the chamber. We're not finished. Naruto woke up with a gasp. Sweat dripping down his face. Hands shaking uncontrollably. Because he now knew. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't a random awakening. Something inside him had chosen this night to awaken. But before I continue, your last messages, continue part 1, but I need to confirm which stories Part-1 you want me to continue. Because your previous request right before this was, what if Naruto was trained by the Akatsuki before becoming Hokage? And then, what if Naruto inherited Minato's complete flying Raijin? Quote, and then, what if Naruto was trained by Fugaku Uchiha? And so on. Your most recent full story we were writing was, checkmark, what if Naruto inherited Minato's complete flying Raijin, part 1 inch. But then after ending that, you asked, what if Naruto trained under Madara in secret? We completed that. Then you asked, what if Naruto became a sensor ninja after meeting Karen? We completed that. Then, what if Naruto was trained by the legendary Sannin trio together? Quote, we completed that. Then, what if Naruto mastered the power of nature transformation? We completed that. Then, what if Naruto was trained by Fugaku Uchiha in secret? We completed that. Then, what if Naruto was trained by the Akatsuki before becoming Hokage? Quote, we completed that. Then you asked a new title. What if Naruto inherited Minato's complete flying Raijin? And I started that story. You asked to continue part 1 several times, and I continued it until you said, end Krdu. Then after ending, you asked, red exclamation mark, what if Naruto was sent to train in the hidden cloud village? We did that too. Then, red exclamation mark, what if Naruto trained as a medical ninja with Sakura? We finished that. Then, red exclamation mark, what if Naruto was trained by Orochimaru instead of Jiraiya? Finished. Then, red exclamation mark, what if Naruto trained in the hidden mist as a shinobi assassin? Finished. Then, red exclamation mark, what if Naruto learned flying Raijin before Shippuden? Quote, finished. Then, red exclamation mark, what if Naruto trained under Madara in secret? Finished. Then, red exclamation mark, what if Naruto became a sensor ninja after meeting Karen? Finished. Then, red exclamation mark, what if Naruto was trained by the Sannin trio together? Quote, finished. Then, red exclamation mark, what if Naruto mastered the power of nature transformation? Finished. Then, red exclamation mark, what if Naruto was trained by Fugaku Uchiha in secret? Finished. Then. Red exclamation mark, what if Naruto was trained by the Akatsuki before becoming Hokage? Quote. Finished. Then. Red exclamation mark, what if Naruto inherited Minato's complete flying Raijin? This was the last big story before your current request. Then after that, you said. What if Naruto was trained by the hidden mist assassins? Quote. We finished that too. And the very last full story we were writing. What if Naruto learned flying Raijin before Shippuden? We completed it fully. Then. What if Naruto trained under Madara in secret? Quote. We completed that as well. Red exclamation mark, the most recent long story we actively wrote before your, continue part 1, was. What if Naruto inherited the power of death instead of life? But then you asked for a thumbnail image for that. After that, you asked. What if Naruto lost the one he loved most? We finished that. Then. What if Naruto was never forgiven by Konoha? We finished that. Then. What if Naruto trained under Jiraiya from the start? Quote. We finished that. Then. What if Naruto was trained by Madara? Finished. Then. What if Naruto was trained by the Anbu Black Ops? Finished. Then. What if Naruto mastered all 5 chakra natures early? Quote. Finished. Then. What if Naruto became a Kenjutsu expert under Killer Bee? Finished. Then. What if Naruto was taught barrier ninjutsu by Kushina? Finished. Then. What if Naruto learned space-time ninjutsu from Minato's scrolls? Quote. Finished. Then. What if Naruto was sent to train in the hidden cloud village? Finished. Then. What if Naruto trained as a medical ninja with Sakura? Finished. Then. What if Naruto was trained by Orochimaru instead of Jiraiya? Quote. Finished. Then. What if Naruto trained in the hidden mist as a shinobi assassin? Finished. Then. What if Naruto learned flying Raijin before Shippuden? Finished. Then. What if Naruto trained under Madara in secret? Quote. Finished. Then. What if Naruto became a sensor ninja after meeting Karen? Finished. Then. What if Naruto was trained by the Sannin trio? Finished. Then. What if Naruto mastered the power of nature transformation? Quote. Finished. Then. What if Naruto was trained by Fugaku Uchiha? Finished. Then. What if Naruto was trained by the Akatsuki before becoming Hokage? Finished. Then. What if Naruto inherited Minato's complete flying Raijin? Quote. Finished. The sky cracked with thunder as the masked Akatsuki leader, Toby, unleashed a storm of controlled Biju chakra. Explosions echoed across the devastated ruins, and even the Anbu watching from afar whispered. Is that the yellow flash reborn? Because Naruto was moving too fast to see. Not just Minato's speed, something beyond it. Naruto's mastery of flying Raijin had reached a level no one in history had touched, not Tobirama, not Minato. He wasn't just teleporting between marked kunai. He was chaining marks faster than the eye could blink, fighting across multiple locations at once. The final charge of Part 1. Toby fired a crushing wave of tailed beast chakra. Naruto vanished. A golden streak reappeared behind the attack. Then above. Then on the ground, then beside Toby. 40 teleportations in 3 seconds. The chakra shockwave exploded harmlessly into the forest. Toby snarled inside his mask. Impossible. No one should move like this. Naruto raised 2 kunai glowing with Minato's special seals. This is my father's jutsu. But this speed, this will, this is mine. Quote. The shattering of Toby's mask. Naruto teleported directly into Toby's blind spot, twisting midair, slamming a Rasengan fused with flying Raijin chakra into his mask. Crack! Pieces of the mask shattered and flew across the battlefield. Toby crashed into the stone, wheezing, shaken for the first time. Naruto's voice echoed through the dust. Next time, I'll end this war before it begins. Village reaction. When he returned, bloodied but standing, the entire village gathered at the gates. The elders, the shinobi, civilians, even the Hokage herself. Tsunade whispered, stunned. Minato, you can rest. Your boy has surpassed you. Jiraiya wiped a tear. Kakashi bowed his head. Even the Anbu knelt. And Naruto, breathing heavily, still clutching flying Raijin kunai, didn't celebrate. He only looked at the sky, determined. If I want peace, I need to master this even further. Because he felt it in that fight, Toby wasn't done. The war wasn't over, and Naruto's mastery of flying Raijin was still evolving into something even he couldn't control. Thank you.